Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Thursday, November 6th, 2014, and today I'm doing a little bit of pond hopping. Down by where I live, there's a few pretty good ponds within reasonable driving distance of each other, and I'm just going to hit up all of them until I find some fish. If the fishing's good here, I'll stay. If not, I'll move someplace else. Pretty simple game plan. There's a fish. Largemouth. Hit it super light. Just kind of tapped it. Oh, there he goes. I missed grabbing him and he came off anyway. I'll call that a catch. There we go. Thought I was hung up on a weed. Well, the first two fish, really light hits. Super duper light. And you can see, look at that. Just got that last hook of that crankbait on the edge of his mouth. Typical 3/4 pound largemouth. These things infest New Jersey like cockroaches. They're fun though, especially on light gear. There we go. He hit it pretty hard. Now, I have not been camped out at this spot the whole time I've been here. I fished other spots in this pond, but I came back here because I did catch a couple of fish here to begin with. When you get a spot where you catch a couple of fish and you go off someplace else, try to come back to that spot if you can. Because when a spot is special, it'll often have fish moving in to replace the ones you just caught. And you can see here what makes this spot special is we have an outflow and we got some current. And fish love to relate to current because it funnels food right past their nose. They just hang on the edge of the current, then the food drifts by, they dart out, they eat the food, and then they go back in. So anytime you can find a spot with current, there's a good bet you'll find some fish around. Alright, so here's spot number 2 on today's pond tour. I'm going to limit myself to what has traditionally been the most productive part of this pond, which is this back cove over here. And if I don't get any love here, it's a good bet I wouldn't on the rest of the pond. So if I fish this whole cove and not get any fish, then I'm moving on. Alright, so there was nothing happening at that second pond, so this is spot number 3 on our tour. We'll see if this spot's going to give anything up to us today. Wow, look at that. That is quite the hornet's nest. I don't think there's anything in it. It's a little late in the year. I can only imagine how many were living in this thing in the summer. Wow. That's something else. That is something you do not mess with. There we go. That's a pickerel. This is how much line I had out when he hit it too. So he was pretty close in. Easy there, Chief. Oh. Do not get these hooks in my hand. I will be very pissed at you. Alright, you know what? I got a better grip on this fish. Look, you got one in your eye. You got one down near your gills. Alright, he should be okay. Jeez. Those things hit violently, but they're even more violent when they come out of the water. Alright, well, I'm running out of daylight, so I'm going to have to call it a day. We didn't do great today, but we did manage to put together a pretty modest catch. So there's that, and you know, when it's November 6th and you can still go fishing, hey, you know, you can't argue with that. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you on the next adventure.